Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are gonna build CRUD operation for our book class. And I think I had a mistake here. This relationships must be many to many, but I declare here one to many. So I wanna say that, but this is not a problem. So let's build. First, I'm gonna create a new model named book, and this is entity class and also table name book. In here we have private integer id with id annotation and also generated value, and we also need private string name and genre. I need to import that, and also private list author. This is gonna be author list. Okay, can has many genre or many author, so we need to add annotation here. Also here. Okay. Don't forget to generate getter and setters. Select all and generate. Okay, that's cool. Now let's create our repository. This is gonna be an interface loop repository, and this is gonna be a repository extend GPA repository book and integer. Okay, now let's create our controller. I'm gonna create a new controller named book controller. This is gonna be a REST controller, and I need to define our repository here. So book repository, and this must be auto-wired. Okay. Now first, let's create our save method. So public void save. This is gonna be a post mapping slash save, and don't forget to add request mapping book here, and this is gonna take an object request body book. This is gonna take a book object and save it. So book repository dot save book. I think everything is okay now. Let's test our application. I'm gonna restart my application. Everything looks fine. Let's check our database. As you can see, our tables created. So let's send a request to save method. I'm gonna send a post request to localhost 8080 book slash save, and in here I'm gonna pass the JSON object. So name equal new book. We also need genre list. So this is gonna be an array which includes objects. In here, I just need to send ID. In here, I need to send a list of genre and a list of author. So genre list, this is gonna equals to be an array which includes objects. So ID must be equal to, let's check our genre 7. Okay, ID 7. And I also need to define author list. This is gonna be equals an array 2, and in here ID equals to, let's see that, author 5. So one book can have many genre and many author. I just need to type ID. Now let's send this request. I'm gonna send it. Everything looks fine. Let's check our book table. Oh, our book has been added successfully. Let's create our get all function to get all book from database. Create a new function here. Public void get all. This function will return all book from database. So this is going to be get mapping. Get all. And in here, this is going to return a list of book and return book repository.find all. Okay, let's test this. I'm gonna rerun my application. Now I'm gonna send a get request from localhost 8080 slash book slash get all. Now let's look at the response. As you can see, we have a book named new book, and in here we have a genre list which includes genres for that book, and also an author list which includes author for that book. I think this is working pretty well. So let's create the delete function. So I'm gonna create a new function, public void delete. This is gonna be delete mapping from delete, and this is gonna take ID from the path. So I need to define path variable integer ID, and this is gonna delete the request from the database. So book repository delete by ID and pass the ID here. Okay, now let's rerun our application again. I'm gonna send delete request from book. So I'm gonna send a delete request from localhost 8080/book slash delete slash ID. Oops. And I'm gonna send it. Let's check this. So I'm gonna refresh my table here. Okay, as you can see, our data has been deleted successfully. And I think this is done. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you in the next video. Bye.